What's up, Bears fans, and welcome to our first ever UCSN award show for our winter athletes. I'm Erin Devine.
And I'm James Schold. Today we have the pleasure of recognizing our winter athletes who went above and beyond for their teams over this season.
In today's episode, we will announce the winners of the Rookie of the Year awards and MVP awards for women's basketball, gymnastics, and indoor track and field.
Well, without further ado, here are your winners.
We present to you Sports on Main.
Our first award for the show is the Women's Basketball Rookie of the Year, which will be given to sophomore Ali Lasanti. A consistent threat from deep, Lasanti shot 30% from beyond the arc while shooting just under 67% from the free throw line. Lasanti will continue to be a major contribution for the Bears next season.
The first MVP that we have to present is the Women's Basketball MVP, with the winner being freshman Chinwe Arundi. Arundi dominated her first season with the Bears, averaging 15.2 points a game, shooting over 43% from the field while grabbing just shy of 10 rebounds. Those numbers were good enough to have her ranked 4th in conference in points per game, rebounds per game, and field goal percentage. Arundi is likely to be a major contributor for the Bears for the rest of her college career, and her freshman year campaign offers just a glimpse of how good she could be.
The next award is the Rookie of the Year for the gymnastics team, with the winner being Madison Zimmerman. The sophomore impressed all year as an all-around gymnast, with her performance on the beam being the strength of her stellar debut season. Zimmerman will continue to look to grow as a gymnast next year and for the rest of her career as a Bear.
The next award we have is the Gymnastics MVP, with Alyssa DeLorme winning the honor after a fantastic junior season. DeLorme impressed all season as an all-around gymnast, being named East Region All-Around Gymnast of the Week by the National Collegiate Gymnastics Association 2 weeks in a row, while also setting a new school record in the beam. In her senior season next year, DeLorme will look to further cement herself and build off of her tremendous junior year.
Next up, we have the Women's Indoor Track and Field Rookie of the Year, with Megan Carroll winning the award for her fantastic freshman season. Carroll impressed all season, with the highlights of her year being her contributions to helping both the distance relay medley team and the 4x800 team set new school records.
Our next MVP is for women's track and field, which was won by junior Rachel Konhoff, who finished in the top 5 6 times, winning her races 3 times. She was named the Centennial Conference Indoor Track Player of the Week and helped to set the school record in the distance medley relay. Konhoff will look to continue her rise up the Centennial Conference ranking in her senior season next year.
Our final Rookie of the Year award is for men's indoor track and field, with freshman standout Brody Mayer. Running away with the award after his dominant freshman campaign, Brody capped off a record-setting year by becoming the first Bear in school history to win the conference championship in the pole vault. He was named Centennial Conference Indoor Athlete of the Week 3 times, along with setting the school record for the pole vault and then shattering that record later in the season. Mayer will continue to look to cement himself even further in the record book next year after this breakout freshman season.
Next up, we have the men's track and field MVP, which will be given to senior Tyler Riley. Riley capped off a fantastic indoor career this year by continuing to dominate in the 200 and 400 meter dash, defending his conference crowns from last year in those events. Riley also helped the men capture the 4x200 and 4x400 championships, repeating for the 3rd time in the 4x200. Riley also set the conference record in the 300 meter dash, along with helping to set the 4x400 team relay record. After a stellar final season of indoor track, Riley will look to continue his dominance in the outdoor season.
And that's it for our half of the award show. Congratulations to all the athletes that won awards.
And now to hand it over to Aaron Diamond and Maddie Wilson for the awards for men's basketball, swimming, and wrestling, as well as the Coach of the Year.
For Sports on Main, I'm Erin Devine.
And I'm James Schold. Over to you, Aaron and Maddie.
Thank you, Aaron and James, and welcome to a very special edition of Sports on Main. We are very excited to present the first ever UCSN award show, where we have the pleasure to show appreciation and recognize a few athletes who exceed expectations from the winter season.
In this first part, we saw our co-anchors Aaron and James give out the first set of awards to track and field, gymnastics, and women's basketball teams.
On this edition, Maddie and I will look at the men's basketball team, the wrestling team, as well as both men and women's swimming teams.
Enough of the preview. Let's get to the awards.
This past season, the men's basketball team showed the fans that we should be excited about next year, with both of the winners in today's categories going to returning players, consistently leading the team in scoring with an overall of 18.9 points and 2.7 assists per game, and not missing a single game. throughout the season. We want to congratulate Ryan Hughes on winning the MVP. Ryan also achieved something that only 29 other men in basketball UC history have done in their time, and that is achieving 1,000 career points. Ryan also finished his season conference leader in scoring and top 10 in assists and both field goal and free throw percentage.
Coming into his first year at Ursinus, Sean Nealon started in all 26 games this season and was able to show us he's here to put a stamp on this program. As a first year with so much potential and skill, we want to award Sean Nealon with the Rookie of the Year award. Sean impressed the fans this season, shooting a smooth 41% from the field and averaging nearly 5 boards and 2 assists a game. With a top 10 performance in points and a top 20 in three-point percentage, this was a great first year for Sean. Ryan and Sean both have another season ahead, and we can't be more excited to see what they have in store for us and the program.
Our next team had one of the most impressive seasons in recent program history, with the wrestling team having one athlete qualify for the NCAA tournament and the introduction of a women's wrestling program that saw its first competitive match this year. Not only qualifying for the NCAA national tournament, but also finishing the season with a 9-1 record and having the third highest contribution to team points, we are awarding Terry Adams with the MVP. We here at UCSN want to wish Terry all the luck at Nationals. You got this, Terry.
With her teammate Laura Bradley, Sydney Bowman made history this year, becoming the first women's wrestlers here to compete at Ursinus. In her performance at the Delaware Valley tournament, she collected 2 wins, both by fall. As this is her first and last performance, we thought it would be right to award Sydney with the Rookie of the Year award. The steps being made to create a consistent women's program here at Ursinus are ready. Now, time will write the story for these Lady Bears.
Our next team is the UC men's swimming program. They've had a lot of success this year, and we definitely recommend that you keep an eye out for the future. There were a few considerations for MVP, but our final decision led us to Ryan Kharkov. Ryan consistently was setting records and breaking them in his last season as a Bear, like his 50 freestyle record that he broke and set a school record for the conference championship. Also had a major contribution to the 400 freestyle relay team throughout the year, including breaking the school record at the conference finals.
With a very impressive season, this athlete could have been considered for both awards. But as a first year, we felt it fitting for us here at UCSN to award Jonah Kasnay with the Rookie of the Year. Jonah made a name for himself, quickly racking in wins every week and contributing whether it was in the relay or individual. Now, with more than just records in the 400 relay and the 400 IM, we can expect this young gun to break through the ceiling here at Ursinus. With both of these athletes receiving all conference mentions for their performance last week at the conference finals, we can see these 2 Bears have found the right way to end the season.
With the women's swimming team claiming the 4th position in the conference after their 4-day event at conferences, there were a few standouts. While there were many athletes who proved that they could deserve this award, we felt that her overall contribution and individual success this year, we want to name Sophie Lear as the MVP. Sophie had an impressive performance last week, being named the most outstanding performer of the event for her 2nd time in her collegiate career, while also winning 2 individual events. With that award, she became the first Bear ever and the 6th centennial athlete to receive this award all time. Now, with Sophie holding a few records and top 10 in many categories, we can assure her that she is set in her Ursinus history.
While many of her fellow teammates deserve recognition, we feel that first-year Melissa Leonard deserves an award for Rookie of the Year. Like from Lear's freshman year, Melissa won the MOP of the conference finals this year and won all 3 of her events at the meet. Also, just like Lear, she was named Swimmer of the Week at least once this year and also carved her name in history. Melissa is top 3 in all time in 2 different events, top 10 in the 500, 1,000, and 1650 meter races for the Bears. As a first year, we should expect her to contribute and lead a program to a lot of success in the future.
Now, we couldn't leave out the coaching staff here at Ursinus. While the athletes are the ones we are watching and following, the coaches are the ones that are guiding these talented individuals throughout their respective sports. In his 17th season with the Bears, swimming coach Mark Feinberg won not only our award of Coach of the Year, but also recorded his 8th Centennial Conference Coach of the Year award. During his time here, Mark has led the women to 6 conference championships while establishing 13 conference records for himself. With a promising season, this year we can expect nothing but success in the future for the men and women swimming teams.
This was a first for us here at UCSN, and we hope to provide a featured show like this more often as we see spring sports evolve.
We hope everyone enjoyed watching, and make sure to keep up to date with our new and evolving social media accounts. They will be a huge source during our spring break.
From all of us here at Ursinus College Sports Network, thank you for watching. I'm Maddie Wilson.
And I'm Aaron Diamond, and as always,
Go Bears!
We present to you Sports on Main.